Tuesday, I feel a little nervous. Like, nervous for what? Yay. Okay. So, this is my first official live program. And this will be happening every week, Mondays and Fridays at 9 p.m. UK time. So, do make a note, guys. I know at
Days
first,
and Fridays at 9.
Rumble. Hello. Hey, family. How are you doing? Welcome. It's about time, right? I know that. But things do take time, guys. Things do take time. I mean, there's nothing to be nervous about, but it's all about structuring work, trying to put everything into perspective. Rambo, I need to get your number so I can get you on my program with me. I want some company, okay? Yeah, yeah. All right, so I won't be wasting too much time. This is just an introduction as to what I will be doing. So, I have made some notes so that I don't come here yada 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 and making foolish sounds. Okay, so welcome to my first official weekly live program. Welcome. Hence, let me welcome you the right way. So bear with me as I try to maneuver myself. Okay, where are thou? Whew. How are you guys doing? How was your day? Cuz, how are you doing? You have to bear with me. Just bear with me. I will look at the screen shortly. All right, let's do the official, please.
Welcome to my channel, Abuse Insights, where I create contents on abuse topics to include but not limited to childhood or domestic abuse.
Okay, now let's get back to it. Rumble my cuz. All right, so in this live stream, I am going to demonstrate to you a new way to turn a decade lie, lie into a positive that will transform your way of thinking about yourself and people's negative view about you. I will show you that. And then I'm going to share a clip of one woman real life story, real life experience. Some may find the content very disturbing, but it is only to encourage people to be kind to children, to inform other abuse victims that they are not alone, to get the world to see and hear the true effect of childhood trauma. I also want to encourage women to be more self sustained and depend less on men and try to provide for themselves more. Hi, my name is Dalian Salmon. Welcome again. Now, if you are a male survivor, this channel is for you. If you are a female survivor of rape or any form of abuse, to include domestic and childhood abuse, this channel is for you. If you are someone still struggling with childhood trauma, domestic abuse, this channel is for you. If you want to understand more about abuse, the effect of abuse, this channel is for you too. If you are a past or present abuser, this channel is for you. If you are someone who has never experienced abuse trauma, but you have a brilliant mind, someone who can motivate and inspire others, a respectful person with knowledge to share, hey, this channel is for you too. Why? Let me remind you. Abuse Insight was created intently to aspire, to encourage personal growth, self care, and healing to help victims of childhood and domestic abuse on their journey towards accomplishing victory over trauma. So, take a seat, get comfortable, but don't stay silent. You are welcome to engage with me. I will allow calling as we go via WhatsApp, or you can join me on screen when I figure out how to share that link. But there's a telephone number for WhatsApp calls. That number should be running across the screen right now. I will let you know when you can join me or when you can engage with me. Yes, Rumble, yes. Well, I must make clear. Welcome, 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 MLW Fishing Man. Hello, welcome, welcome. I must say that I have made a small change to my weekly live name. First, I have it as Food for Thought. But in my introduction video, Food for Thought is my daily meditation sort of program. So I decided I'm going to resume that. So I changed my weekly live, which will be Monday and Friday, to Well of Strength, after serious consideration. Why? Nobody likes to talk about their trauma. It is very hard for people to open up to others about abuse. So no doubt, it's going to be triggering to many. But this platform, let it be your well and I your strength. It took me a long time, a lot to get where I am today. And if I can get through to seeing and living life beyond hurt, you can do the same. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you're triggered, you have the option to take up the phone and call in and chat about your feelings. Or you can reach out behind the scene to do the same. Before I go any further, though, we must give thanks in all circumstances. And I am a firm believer. So, look what's going to happen now. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to bless my channel with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for a new day and for the gift of life. Help us to be grateful for your abundant grace and mercy. Thank you for watching over us and blessing us with divine health to go through another day. Father, we commit our lives into your hands, that you lead and guide us by your Spirit at every step along the way. I declare we are protected by your power. No evil shall befall us. As we step out, we do so in faith, hoping and believing for the best. May doors of opportunities be open to us, and may we meet people of our destinies according to your will. I declare that all our expectations for this day have been exceeded. I pray that we will also be a blessing in the lives of those we come in contact with on our life's journey. Bring into our lives light where there is darkness, and fill our hearts with your love where hatred and bitterness lies. These I ask of you in Jesus' name. Amen. And amen. So guys, you know, I was at the swimming pool this morning, and I was browsing through my phone and I came across a channel. In fact, I was listening to BM Africa, and there was one Jamaican guy on there. So I went looking for him. And when I went over to his channel. One of the video that I viewed, I was very taken by the lyrics. So I listened to it. And I'm going to share with you a few words from that song. If you're not Jamaican, you might not get it. But as a Jamaican, I'm going to try and say it exactly how he sang it. And the reason why I want to mention this is because childhood trauma, childhood abuse, even domestic abuse is not just about female. There are a lot of men out there too. And I want my brothers to understand that this channel is not a female channel. This channel is for all. Because I know that you too have experienced hurt, especially in relationships. If some of us can be honest, we do treat you badly. Some of us do treat you guys badly. And what a lot of people don't understand is that men hurt differently, or men deal with hurt differently, I should say. Women deal with hurt outwardly. And when I say outward, we go and we call our friends and we talk, and we let it all out and we curse the person and we do whatever we do. But it's not common for men to talk about their hurt. And a lot of people thinks that abuse is all about physical abuse. Abuse comes in different forms. One of the worst type is emotional abuse. And there are many of you brothers out there who are experiencing emotional abuse in your relationship. Now, this guy's song says, have you ever have a friend who ever try to take your life? It's in Jamaican. What you know about living and feeling lifeless? Me can't forget how them used to say me don't like me daddy and me now go reach nowhere. My life has been quite depressed. Me no want me you to come face the same. Me forgive them, but me now forget how them used to laugh off of me. But me now go become a failure. Me live to come see me own people become me hater. But me I go be the bigger person and show them how to make changes. Now it's a lot in the song, but because I'm trying to speak, it doesn't sound good, but the guy sang it, it rhymes because I left out some of it. Now for now, I want to remind us women that you're not the only one who had experienced abuse. Like seriously, you're not. Men were raised to keep their mouth shut, to man up, to hold in their emotions. We don't teach our boys to walk away enough. We told them to be tough. We don't tell them it's okay to cry, to speak out and don't shy away, and that it is okay because they are humans who also feel pain. And that is why some of our men deal with us in relationship the way they do, because they don't know better, even though they can learn to do better. Sometimes the way we behave towards a man triggers him, just like us women have triggers. They do too. And when I say trigger, the way someone talks to you, the way someone touches you, the way in which they attack attack you. It triggers them back to some form of childhood traumatic experience. But you don't know that because they don't share that experience with you. The same way sometimes we don't share our own experience with them. They are triggered the same. Now, I will discuss further on this topic about trauma in men. So listen out for it. And I invite anyone who wants to share their experience too to reach out to me via the number on the screen. Sharing is caring. And this platform is where I want you all to lay it out. Just lay it out. Be comfortable in doing so. So the topics for today are very simple as it's my first live. So we'll share a young lady's story, Monique. Some of you might have heard her already venting, but I'll share it here. Ladies, I want you to be more sustained. I want you to depend more on yourself than to depend so much on men. I was lying in bed last night and I was worried about something. Financial strain took me away last night, but I came out of it. But then as it would normally, hit my mind, the same way a woman like me, I'm not normal. I have to tell you, I'm not normal. I work like a real Jenna, as the Jamaican talk. Yeah. And you'll see shortly when I share a video with you. But I'm one of those women that will go out there and do it. And I'm not afraid or ashamed because if I have the ability to do something, why do I need to sit down? And I want to let some of you ladies know that the situation that you are in is because of your mindset. You can do better. Mothers, we are often left with the kids. Are you going to sit and let abuse goes on with your children, in front of your children, because you rely solely on a man to provide for you? You should not, because it is not easy for a man to enter a relationship with a woman who has a number of children. It's very pressuring, but we'll get to that topic separately. I also want to demonstrate to you live something that you have never thought about, but I will leave it to the end to surprise you. So I want to start this part now with sharing this young lady video. Monique, allow me to upload this video from my computer. She is venting. Please don't take offense or in any way feel like this video doesn't sound too well. This is someone who is in a lot of pain. Someone who has been hurt for very long. And you are about to hear her story. Here she goes.
A policeman put a gun on your head. I'm telling you for putting penis in your mouth. I'm have you there sucking it with the gun on your head, and when him go discharge him drop your plate. Me no know who did any on the rice and peas and dirty chicken there. And you went into that and ejaculated and said, "Nyam it." I take off my clothes and I cry shame. See them there? See them here? See it here? Only that most things say me emotionally unstable for months. When you have me, you see I have them up on my attitude. For eat and drink because I can't face food. That wasn't enough for me to say, no man, that man is wicked him for going to prison. But you know, all money, all there, yet still in the still have me a right speech. Oh, I didn't expect me to come out here when people are protesting, so yeah, my first time on a dead, yeah, our son dead, but one next son, no, we can't hold the charge too. I would have put me there. But still, somebody get locked up. When I come talk about counseling, let me tell you something. Counseling don't work if we don't get justice. If we don't see nobody get locked up, it counseling work. It counseling don't work. If you don't lock up nobody, it counseling can't work. Stop push counseling at people face the amount of medication, the amount of counseling now gonna help. We need to see somebody get locked up. I don't wonder why I'm out here. Everybody I look money against. Yeah! Money against there. Because at one point I didn't want the case study for me because I had the worst case of abuse. I had the worst case of CDA officer ever in the world. I had the worst case of social worker. I've been abused since I was 8. CDA took me and put me in a home. Take home my child. Stop saying no, I'm a picnic. I them what I want. Every Christmas I talk about take home my child. I went to take home my child for Christmas.
And what happened after that?
And when I went to take home my child for Christmas, it was a very big, nice house. The people in there seemed very loving more than the ones I know. I got gifts. I get clothes to wear where I did my size. I get food to eat where I couldn't manage to eat up when I happened at the homes. So I did not want to go back to the home, and I cried to stay. But little did I know what was going to happen. When we reached 8, the abuse starts. Our son, her sons, her husband, and then the community. See, the officer came there and I told them I want to talk to them in private. I wrote a note to Miss and I say to you and you only. And she took the note and showed it to my foster mother and said, I'm a liar. She don't want me to tell a lie for her, so she want me to know when me want to tell her in a private. And when I reached home that day, I got beaten because I'm a house traitor. Me I carry them business I road.
A lot of that happened.
And I had to keep doing it. The woman, an old man, fixing her light and she don't want to pay them. She locked me up in a room with them. And I had to endure that until I was 14 when I had to run away. 8-year-old not supposed to want sex. The woman said me did want sex when they are 8, so she make it people let me. Even if you know say an 8-year-old have want sex, you should have got help, you shouldn't give them sex. And even that when I run away. I run about church until I see the officer, then I reach back in at homes. I run through the gate with my big eyes itself. Because I see the girl and I run through the gate, just a follow. And I then say I go up a Stony Hill station. Because I go up to them friend, up them, let me say, alright, since I up at the station and I run go, we have to come back at home because the station must carry back. Once them case will come from it home, the station must carry back. No, it was not that. A man saw me and said, what am I doing here? Come here. And I went to him and the man pushing tongue in my ears because I know him do that with the whole I get they were up there. So when me come now, me supposed to be a part-time. I did not know that is what I was doing up there when I run through the gate and go by station. Me thinking me never come back at me at the home, which is me yard. And threw my ball out and said, Lord, what you do? The man say, I'm going to lock me up. And Kiara, me say, I'm going to lock me up. I don't know which part in a Stony Hill station he's going to lock me up. No, 14. And I went with him like a big idiot.
No, you're not staying here.
Mr. Take him when him reach, carry me through the area when them sleep. With the whole heap of bunk bed in a Stony Hill station, and you walk down and there you see the passage to the kitchen. When him reach in that passage, him take out him gun and push it on my head and say, walk. When I look down, I look up in our gun, walk. And I did walk. I walked straight into the kitchen. I will never forget and I have a stove in there and my whole piece of dirty table. And that is what happened to me. What did CDA do? when the whole thing happened, I just stop eat. I stop talk, I stop everything. I stop my mother house, because I'm mad now. 3 days, I'm emotionally unstable. So a man can't lock up. And ever since I've been emotionally unstable. I got homes again. And I pulled, a man from the church, Mr. Give me money. And I thought he was a nice man. And give me money again. And him give me money again. And then he wants sex. And this is a man with on them board. This is a man where I run children's home. How will them do? Nobody will get locked up because what? My mother was a ward of the state. Our mama was a ward of the state. Our granny was a ward of the state. And the list goes on. Everybody have them pitney and left them in our homes. And when me have mine, this very same CD, at 2 months try to take my child and give a next lady and tell me, say, the community that I'm living in is not conducive for my child. And you think say me ignorant and giggy and iggy fool. Nobody now gonna feel no way until we start to let them up. Let them up and then offer with counseling. Otherwise you're wasting the government's money.
And there you have it. Guys, I'm going to reiterate some of what was said. And it is not going to sound very good because I'm going to make it clear to you what was said. There are so many of us right now walking around with trauma, pain, childhood pain. And it's not easy. So that was Monique, one of our Jamaican sister, venting. Her name is Monique Baines. Her story is deep. Monique Baines, ex-ward of the state, tells a story. First, let me take the time to say blessings to Andre Stefan for the amazing work he's doing. The first time I heard this young lady's story, it was on his platform. I think everyone that night cried because she went deeper than she just did. So on Tuesday, January 17, 2023, Monique spoke openly about the years of abuse she has experienced, the pain she endured from the tender age of 8 years old. Let me repeat that. Her abuse started when she was 8 years old, sexually. Not by one man, but multiple. She was used to settle bills. Giving sex for payment for jobs carried out in the facility she was housed. You name it, it happened to her. Monique was she was part of the protest held outside the Child Protection and Family Agency headquarters in Jamaica, January 17th this year. She spoke openly and had revealed to the world, as her story is global, her horrific self-inflicted scars. She showed her hand, but she didn't get to show the rest of her body. She scarred herself, cut herself for comfort. Because of the abuse trauma she had experienced, the pain she's been living with for the past 20 years. Her story is full of pain like many of us, many others. Her story causes trigger for many, but it is her story. This is her way of hoping to get some form of justice. It's her story. And she's been brave to seek healing, to seek justice. It's her story to tell. Just maybe, just maybe, some of our Jamaican sisters and brothers can take courage from her. I know abuse is not just a Caribbean thing. Abuse is in every race, every color. It respects no one. In closing off from her story, I want to remind everyone, please don't judge people because of their appearance, the way they carry themselves, or how they speak, because only God knows the burden they are carrying. Childhood abuse trauma is real. There are many victims among us. You might be one of them listening right now. Some looking all perfect and successful. They have their houses, businesses, money, you name it. Others looking rough and raggedy. Others are mentally challenged. Crazy walking the streets simply because someone stole their joy. Someone violated them, used and abused them in all manner of ways. Monique explained, I'm going to explain it to you because you might not heard her. Monique explained that at age 14, a Jamaican police officer who vowed to serve and protect held a gun to her head at his workplace, ordered her to pleasure him down below with his service weapon held to her head. When it was time for him to ejaculate, he did so. He did so into someone leftover rice and peas and chicken meal that was close by. He ejaculated on that leftover food. Now, this is just sickening. And he held the gun at her and ordered her to eat someone leftover food with his sperm on top of it as if it's gravy. Now, that will mess up any sane person. Now, that can derail any sane person. Childhood trauma. I don't understand how mankind can do some things and they live with it. I am sure this man is a father today. I wonder if he would like someone to do the same to his young daughter. And because of such, I can understand why this young lady is calling out her abuser's name. She is naming them. The names were beeped out of the video here, but she is naming them. And I hope she will get justice some way or another. With the way how Jamaica stays, you can't help but to worry about her safety. Because when people are in certain position, they fix their life up and they live in the life. They have the wives now, they have the children, and they're respectable people. And suddenly their name is being called and in such gruesome act. They will want to protect it. This young lady experience didn't stop there. Talk about church. An outstanding member in the church fed her, made her believe she was safe, and that by giving her things, money, it was with good intention, but it was the opposite. He then abused her. He abused her during the time church service was going on. While he was in his office with this little teenage girl, church was in service. She's calling names, and his name is in there. Now, this is an allegation because I was not there. But every time I hear this young lady speak, she doesn't miss. It's as if she has a notepad. Her story remains the same. And you can only lie well so long. When you lie, you're going to miss. Everything she said, every time she said it, is the same. But you see, it goes with the saying, what is hidden in the dark will come to light. Yeah, it's time for them to be exposed. I stand in solidarity with her and all the other silent victims out there. It is very sad in our culture, Jamaicans. There are many of us who are abuse victims. There are many of us. Many of us are rape victims. Many of us, uncles, fathers, cousins, brothers, abuse us. And we know how it made us feel. But in return, we would curse and laugh at someone else who has been abused the same. Use their experience as stick to beat them, even though we are victims too. We got to change. In order for us to see change and get change, and for things to change, we as a people, we have to change. The things that we have experienced is still happening right now. It could be happening in your own home and you don't know it. But I would hope that a lot of us can start taking advantage of technology, because even if you don't want to believe it or believe someone, you can prove for yourself. Get a spy camera. There are many right now being abused, and some of us know about it, and we don't say anything because of our material mindset. We are being paid off. Let's stand in solidarity with the victims and try to prevent this from happening to our children. And that is why I encourage parents to protect their children. With the story coming out of Jamaica about the child service agent, it seems it's best you keep your child, because putting them into government service, they are going straight into abuse just the same. Many victims are struggling in silence, who are not so brave as Monique to speak up, speak out. I stand with you all. I encourage you to stop protecting your abuser, though, even if it's your family, the family name, because you're the one who is living with the hurt and the pain. I want to end in saying What your abuser has done to you does not change God's plans for your life, though. It does not change your worth. It does not change your purpose in life. It doesn't. Monique's story was a tough one, but I'm going to close out. The next story that I want to, the next topic, I should say, that I want to touch on is this: changes in our circumstances. I did a nice video and I just needed to upload it, but since I'm here today, it's just good. So let me show my face because this is gonna be very, very interesting. So, changes in our circumstances. Welcome everybody again. Welcome. I'm not joining you the live because I'm focusing on speaking. Now, do I look beautiful today? Yes, I do. Yeah. Okay. So the question is, would you do what I do if your situation change? How far would you go to keep on track? Now, I'm going to share a video with you, and this video is of myself. I've spoken about this before. I'll do it again because what I'm realizing are some of the issues that we're having when it comes to domestic abuse is that a lot of these abuse occurs when women relies solely on men. This is the 20th century. I don't understand how a broke brother who goes out and hustle can take her for home with several children and do it properly. And women, strong women who can do something, do nothing. That's calling for problem. There was a lady, she came here recently. And when she came here for office. The office job was delayed. And they told her the job is delayed, but it should be ready within 4 to 5 weeks. But you can still stay, and we are going to offer you £100 each day, each working day, to help with doing some garden jobs. Now, garden jobs doesn't mean she's going to cut the garden. She might just go to help bag the grass and rake up stuff and all that. £100 each day. £100 enough money, you know. The young lady said, "No, I not do no garden. I want to take my farm. I come here for do garden. I come here for do office work. I go back on my yard." She's saying that she wants to return to Jamaica. And she so did. Someone, you watch that video and tell me what's wrong with doing gardening. Are you intimidated by somebody like me? Yeah. Now that's me doing that garden, and I did that single-handed. This is my task for today. Let me show you how we get it done. Yeah, I'll show you how I got it done. I started gardening full-time in right after the second wave of COVID. A lot of people don't know, but I do own a company. And when I started doing my gardening and I share my video, I got comments like, "How did I leave my good job?" Because before I started my company, I used to work in the city as an assistant building manager, holding good money. And then that's where I sat and did put my company together, research it, do my notes for my website. I did everything before I left. And when I left, I went straight into a company that I started. But a lot of people don't think that this is credited. Now, a country me born and grow straight out of Jamaica, Clarendon. My grandmother gave me a piece of land for my Christmas many years ago. Right now in Jamaica, you can go back to my childhood home and you can get big bananas from my banana trees that I planted. When I started this company I'm doing now, gardening was one of the services I offered. I wasn't good at gardening, but I was always neat at doing things. And when I bought the tool and I got the staff, I saw how they operate the tools, and then I understand how to do it. The rest was history. After the second wave of COVID, when everybody knows what happened, business were going down. My finance too was affected, so I went out there. A garden like this, you're looking at 500 pounds work right there. And you're telling me that as a woman, if I have the ability to go out there and do some work, I can't and shouldn't? That job you're looking at right now, 500 pounds, and I did it in 4 hours. Now tell me which of you women in your high job is earning 500 pounds in 4 hours. I am doing that because these garden, they're normal, these are bush. But when I finish with it, you see what it looks like. It's garden. So I'm showing you this video to encourage you ladies that you need to start doing something. Stop relying so much on men. You have the ability to do more with yourself. Now, there is a saying that humans, we have unlimited potential. That is so true. Today, you can be a lawyer, you can study to be a doctor. Next year, you can be an engineer, you can be a digital marketer, you can be anything that you want to be. But let me tell you something. When it comes to pressure, pressure breaks relationship. When you sit down and you can do something and you refuse to do it, you're putting pressure on your relationship. So if you can do something, don't just stay home and expect the man to bring you all the things. Because on top of what you're doing, adding pressure to him, he's going to start looking out. Because some of us women, that's the finishing of my God. And I'm going to stop it right there. Some of us women, we have a partner. Some of us even married to the man. And the man would go out and work his ass off. And when he come home, the house is untidy and there's no food to eat. He himself has to go into the kitchen to cook his own meal and to tidy up the house he lives in. This is not hearsay, this is fact. And if you're listening to me and you know it, you don't think I'm throwing any corn. But if I you and you know, say go, so start the way if you do. But ladies, I'm just encouraging you that you can do better. The situation that you find yourself in and you see that it's becoming abusive, maybe it's because you're not willing to do anything. Because when a man controls you and he knows that he owns everything, he gives you anything when the time is right and you have to rely on him for it, he can easily abuse you. And you're going to forgive him, because when it comes to the end of the month, you need that money. That's not a way to live your life. Come on, guys, like up the like for me as well. Please, 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 please. So the reason why I said that I want women to be more sustained, I want you to search yourself. Please don't think that certain job is not for you. There are certain things you cannot do. But if you can do it, why not do it? Why? Some of you are hairdressers. You do hair very nicely. You can get paid to do it. Some of you can cut hair. Why not do it? You can cut nails. You can do nails. Do it. Don't just sit home and do nothing. Set examples for your children. In the video that is coming shows my son and myself. And that is the video I wanted to use tonight, but time ran out on me. But we have others coming. It's every Friday and every Monday I'll be here. So I'll be showing you. So ladies, I'm not going to stay on you, but please change something about yourself, your way of thinking. Change how you go about giving too much and giving in to situation. Where you can avoid certain things, avoid it. My dad always teach me it is better to have your own. I believe relationships should be 50-50. You should be able to reach your partner halfway. He shouldn't always have to come full way. And some of us, we earn nice money, but we still want the man to cover everything. Wicked. All right. I'm going to jump off that. The last thing I want to demonstrate to you is this. EK, we talked about this some time ago, and Lati, remember? Just give me a second. All right. So I need my full screen for this. Let's do. All right. Remember, I demonstrated this before, and I will do it now. So I've had conversation with more than one people about this. I heard it from men, and I also heard it from women. I have a very nice friend, well, my bestie, like a sister. These words affect her dearly. But I want to tell somebody tonight that they shouldn't. Now, I have two glasses here. When you're growing up, are you familiar with these words? You're nothing. You will come to nothing. You will amount to nothing. Maybe there's other way, but bottom line is nothing. Are you familiar with it? Yeah, I've been talking to different people and I realize that it's common. So I'm going to use two glasses to demonstrate this nothing to you. I have some water. And I'm pouring the water in one glass. Now you're this glass. Nothing. Very simple. This is you, nothing. This is water, something. So, sometimes we do say things and we don't even realize what we're saying. But when you check the levels of these words spoken to you when you were younger, maybe it was your brother cussing you, your uncle, maybe your own mother, somebody told you these words. And you take these words to heart. My friend, I know you're one of them. I was too, but no longer, because I figured it out that they were right. I was told I would become nothing. Not will become a you, meaning I wouldn't be successful in life. My life would just be nothing, really. Just, I can't describe that, but nothing. All right. So, nothing. You were told you would become this, an empty glass. But today, you're probably a teacher, you're probably a lawyer, you're probably a nurse, you probably own your businesses, you're probably a lot of things successful. But those words are still bothering you. Why? They shouldn't bother you anymore because what they told you, it was true. Only they didn't know it was going to be true, or else they would have turned it another way. So if you are one of them struggling with these words, you're nothing, you'll amount to nothing, don't let them affect you anymore. Because what is nothing? Nothing is in the glass. But what you became is something. You became a glass of water. You became doctor. You became lawyer. You became teacher. You own multiple businesses, a chain of restaurant. You became a whole heap of water. So why are you allowing the words to still affect you? Don't let those words affect you. They were telling you the truth. You will amount to nothing. And that was true. Flip the glass around right now. Nothing. That was true. Something is what you became. So who's lying? Nobody's lying except they are lying because they didn't understand the use of their words and the power of their words. It's like the old saying in Jamaica, when you dig, grave dig too. Meaning, if you're planning bad for me, remember, whatever that is, make sure you know so it can catch you too. So plan for the two of us. Simple, nothing. You are something. And this today, I hope that you will take it on board and reminisce on it. Just sit down and think about it. And no longer allow those words to have a bad effect on your life. How did I sound? Yep. Yep. That is it. That is it. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. For some reason, I'm a little bit nervous today, but that's all right. You can't be great to start something. You have to start to be great. I would like to encourage you, please, if you haven't done so, to share my live on your community platform as I would share yours. And let us reach a wider audience. So maybe next time, as the topic, become more interesting and more interactive, then we can get you guys to join me into conversation. Cause me alone can't talk. Conversation is gonna die soon. So on the next one, I hope that we can interact. I would like also to have you guys or any of you on my live with me. And I would like to know if you'd like to come before I come on the live. So the number is on the screen. Please take the number before I close down. I'm going to look for the number as well and say it out loud. Please log this number. It's my work number, my channel number, I should say. And it's 7481560636. I don't know where you are in the world, but I know you have to put 44 before the 7. So you might be calling from Jamaica. I think from Jamaica is 0144 or 01144. I don't remember, but figure it out. Please log this number. And if you want to be on my live next time, I would love to have you, but do let me know in advance so I can prop you with the topic and then we can make the necessary arrangement. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, for coming. I have covered all that I want to cover today. And with that said, I'm going to close out. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Where is my official? I'm looking for my official. I don't want EK on my show tonight telling me that I'm going and I'm not going. Ho ho. But it's nice to have you here, guys. You all just sit down there watching me. It's not fair, but it's okay. I'll get you out the bushes soon. Okay? We will interact. on the next one. Ike, thank you very much for coming though. Lataya, thank you for coming. Care, thank you. Shorts, it's good to see you. Thank you very much. My family Rambo was in the house. Also, my family Trev Essence was in the house. Thank you very much as well. The amazing M&G, did I saw you? Thank you for coming. Everyone, thank you for coming. And BM Africa, thank you for coming. And I'm heading out now. Let's do the right thing.
Thank you for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, why not do so today? And if you have listened to this video this far,